Welcome back, South Africa. Yes, it's Wednesday, and it's the Culinary Hotline bling. Ding, ding, ding. This morning, we have a very special guest in the kitchen who's going to teach us everything we need to know about making the most delicious pizza at home. And if I'm going to ask someone to teach you how to make a pizza, it's you, Enrico.
Thank you so much, Glenn.
Enrico from Pizza Connection. They are absolutely brilliant at making a pizza that I love the most. What I love most about your pizzas is the base is as delicious and flavorsome and as much an experience as the toppings. So when we came through this morning and said, okay, we need to know how to make a good pizza base, it's this man. He's all about the base. He's all about the base. Enrico, welcome to the kitchen.
Thanks so much.
Thank you for joining us. Are you sleeping this time still?
Generally, yes. We close the restaurant quite late, so I'm a little bit sleepy still.
Okay, it's fine.
But
we got you. So South Africa, if you want to get involved, please send us your voice notes to 063-408-8863. Ask us anything about pizzas, but also, I want to know from you, what makes the ultimate pizza for you? What goes on top of that pizza? And does banana belong there? Banana, pineapple, do they belong on a pizza? Oh, let's start it off with we've actually got a voice note because Enrico needs to calm down because he just heard something that shocked him. Enrico, we've got a voice.
The hardest stuff for the morning.
It's too early for him in the morning to hear such crazy things. No. We've got Josephine Pixel. We've got a voice note from her. Let's hear what she loves on a pizza.
Absolutely.
Hi, good day, Expresso team. This is Josephine Pixstone speaking. I like to eat my pizza with my hands. Reason why, a pizza, you don't have to use knife and forks. You feel what you eat, and it tastes so good what you eat. If you eat your pizza with your hands. Absolutely delicious. Thank you, bye.
Thank you, Josephine.
Thank you.
How do you feel about eating pizza with a knife and fork?
Well, you can, absolutely. But the most enjoyable way, I believe, is with your hand.
With your hands.
Absolutely.
I agree with you. Just talk about...
you need to get a little bit messy.
Because it's emotional. It's emotional. You got to get involved with it. So I'm seeing this very beautiful dough, and it's got a beautiful, beautiful wobble. Anytime I see a dough that's got such a beautiful wobble and it still holds its shape, I know it's about to be delicious. Can we talk about how we got this? I'm guessing we're going to start off with...
We're starting with flour. The most important thing, guys, is actually trying to know which kind of flour we use. Each flour is very different. For a home pizza, as it's very complicated to reach in South Africa technical flours that comes generally from overseas, we're going to use bread flour.
Bread flour.
It's more than enough and is the perfect flour to make a pizza at home.
So are we going for bread flour because it has more gluten, or you get more gluten out of it?
Yeah, we actually can get more gluten out of it, and the W is generally around 250, something like that. Right. So it's the strength of the flour and the protein that are inside it.
I got you.
We need to remember that this guy, the yeast, eats protein, gluten, and sugars. But sugars, we're not going to use, for instance, normal sugar inside it because flour is already got sugar.
Right.
So we're gonna...
Flour's got sugar. Okay, let's get started. So what do we add to our flour first?
We actually add our 9 grams of yeast for 1 kilo of flour directly.
That's perfect because the sachet is about 10 grams.
It's about 10 grams. You got the 6 and the 10 grams, if I remember well. It's dry yeast. If you got it, you can actually use also the fresh one. It's even better. Then we start with water. We got 800 grams of water here.
Is this, and you're going for room temperature, nothing fancy, not warm, not...
Absolutely not. We're going for cold water.
Okay, quite different from what we were taught in school.
Absolutely.
What school did you go to? But yes...
Well, we need to consider that yeast dies at 60 degrees. So we can accelerate the fermentation. Yeast produce a fermentation. So with cold water, we're actually slowing down the fermentation. We want a dough that is actually very light and super easy to digest. To have that one, we need to make it rest and make it ferment slowly.
So, okay, once we get everything all together, the salt, the olive oil, the water, we can put that into the bowl.
Absolutely.
And we get that beautiful dough. You said rest, especially we're starting off with cold water. How long have you rested this dough before it actually reached us this morning?
It's 24 hours.
24 hours?
We need 24 hours.
Okay.
It needs to pass the night, let's say.
Okay.
Minimum 15, 18 hours. That's the minimum.
In the fridge?
In the fridge.
In the
4
fridge.
degrees.
And so we'll take this out like half an hour before we actually serve it to kind of like just
This
to
one,
temperature?
a little bit more, actually, because we need to make it grow a little bit. Consider what slows down the fermentation on a pizza is actually temperature, amount of yeast, salt, and amount of water.
Okay, perfect.
So we're slowing it down. As more water we put, faster is the fermentation. And we want, as we don't have a big temperature, we don't have high temperature in our oven, home oven, apologize. So we want a very hydrated dough.
Okay, and that's what happens when you let it rest for 24 hours.
Absolutely.
Okay, so I'm gonna swap. Can I go into this? Can I ask you to start working with this, though, just so we can see what's actually like? I just felt that now it's absolutely, you can, in a sense where you can cut, it's cold, but you can smell there's like a yeasty flavor coming off of that already.
Absolutely.
And the bubbles, you can see the little bubbles appearing on the surface.
Yeah.
And that's during the fermentation. Okay, so we get to this point, and I notice
we get to this point, we're finishing putting it water inside it. We can start putting our, apologize.
And this is olive oil?
We finish up with water. This is a no-need experience, so we don't have to mix it too much.
Nice, yes. Olive oil goes in. When we end up with this dough that's now rested for 24 hours, we've taken it out the fridge to bring it up to temperature.
And then we wait a little bit, that grows a little bit more, and then we can start dividing it into portions. The most important things when we do it at home, as we cook it inside a tray, we need to measure the tray.
Okay,
to understand how much dough we can actually put in one tray. That's a simple mathematical
It's simple
exercise.
maths, basic maths, quick maths.
Basic
but
maths.
I've got a question for you. So it's taking you over 24 hours to make this dough, and you can go on handling the dough there. It's taking you over 24 hours to put this dough together. How long are you expected to take in the kitchen when that customer orders that pizza? How long does it happen? Order, out, go.
5 minutes.
5 minutes, 24 hours, and it all comes down to 5 minutes.
Absolutely.
I love it.
That's why it's more complicated to make it in the restaurant. You need always to be ready, and you need to manage the temperature, so it's a bit more tricky there.
It is. Okay, we got one more voice up before we head off, and we've got this. Who is this from? Is it from Dylan? Danny. Danny's got a voice note for us. Danny.
Hi, everybody. I enjoy eating pizza with my bare hands. I enjoy it really a lot, eating it with my bare hands. Danny Morel in Rustenburg, thanks.
With his bare hands.
Bare hands.
He doesn't even need to slice the pizza. He just give it to me round. I love that. That's cool. It's again, pizza's emotional food. You can't be sad when you eat pizza.
Absolutely not.
It just always puts a smile on your face. South Africa, we're going to keep on working on this dough. We don't want you to go anywhere, because now that we've got our dough, the next thing to come is those amazing toppings. Enrico, you're not going anywhere. South Africa, keep those voice notes coming through. That number is 063-408-8863. Oh, Enrico. Okay, we're actually gonna save you. So Africa, if you could feel this dough right now, it is so incredibly soft. Oh, don't go anywhere.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, South Africa, to the Culinary Hotline. Bling! Ding! What an amazing morning, finding out about current affairs and everything happening in the world. We're going to just bring it down a little bit, get back into the kitchen for some delicious pizza. Enrico?
Yes, sure.
We are about to get to the business, well, almost the business. We've got our beautiful dough shape now.
Yes.
We're going to lay it down and talk about the tomato sauce.
Absolutely.
But first, we've got a voice note from Kyle on the topic of pineapple on pizza. Kyle, what have you got to say?
Strong one.
Good morning, Expresso team. It's Kyle Naidu from Pietermaritzburg. I definitely think pineapple belongs on pizza. It's one of my favorites.
I wish South Africa could hear what I'm hearing in my ear. The people upstairs are going, no, it belongs in a salad. You know what, Carl? It's okay. I don't hate pineapple on a pizza, but it's not every pizza. Pineapple on a pizza, like if someone comes to Pizza Connection and says, I want pineapple on my beautiful pistachio pizza, do you cry?
We generally try to calm down and not to get too crazy, but no, it's a no-no. It's a no-no. We actually experimented a couple of times pineapple on pizza, but without tomato sauce, with caramelized onion, some ham, It does work.
Okay,
It does work. So
but not
there are-
every pizza.
Not on every pizza. Not on every
Okay,
pizza.
Carl, I'm
There
with
must
you.
be gourmet stuff.
Gourmet stuff. I'm with you. Pineapple on a pizza is okay on the right pizza. What we're making right now is we've got a beautiful dough, and now we're going to get cracking on the tomato sauce.
Absolutely.
Which I feel like, like I said, you've got that pizza base, you've got the toppings. The tomato sauce is very important because number one, it's the glue, but it's also a significant flavor.
Absolutely, absolutely. And what you want from your tomato sauce, in my opinion, and what actually the tradition says, you don't have to overspice it. Actually, you want to feel and to taste the tomato. Because it does actually have his flavor.
And that's why you got to really focus on getting the best quality tomatoes.
Quality in pizza is actually a must.
So there we go. So today we've got some Italian peeled tomatoes, and it's organic. Into the bowl?
Absolutely.
And these are whole, if I'm not mistaken. Yes,
Absolutely.
they are.
Yeah. Whole peeled tomatoes. We use it with the whole juice. And
I do feel like whole tin tomatoes actually have a more intense
flavor.
I want to say depth of flavor when it comes to tomato because, again, you can smell the tomato before you've even done anything to it and it's cold. So I do like working with the whole tomatoes, especially when it's so significant in the sauce, like for the pizza. My question, I see we have this.
Yes.
Is this how we're going to mash it?
There are two techniques.
Okay.
We use generally something similar at a restaurant, but if you want, you might crush it with your hand.
Yes, absolutely.
So that's the way that we do it at home.
I do like using my hands for this job because I guess you can kind of feel the texture of the tomato. You don't go too fine. Okay, show us the way.
It's super, super simple. We take one, we try not to mess everything around.
See, I'm stepping back because I know.
I can see you.
I know.
Actually quite scared.
So that's it. And you want to keep it nice and chunky. You want pieces of it still. You don't want it to be a puree.
It doesn't have to be too much of a puree, but it needs to be liquid.
Right.
It needs to be creamy.
So we're going to... South Africa, when you do this at home, it's not a forceful squeeze. It's gentle. So there we go. There we go. If you do squeeze too hard, what's going to happen is it's going to go everywhere. There we go. So don't do that. Don't do that. Okay, cool. So perfect. Nice and gentle. There we go. So let's talk about this dough. So the dough's going to go down.
The dough, it's fermented now. It's relaxed. So we're gonna open it. Very generous semolina on top of it.
So the semolina, I like using semolina because it's coarse.
Yes, it's coarse.
It's coarse. So it gives you a bit of texture and it also just helps the pizza dough from...
Absolutely, and gives you also quite of a sensation in your mouth when you eat it because it does stuck on top of the dough. We're gonna open it only with our hands. We don't use rolling pins.
You use your hands, I like it.
Absolutely, because we want to respect the air that actually we formed inside the dough.
So we're not knocking that out?
Absolutely not.
We're trying to keep it in there, perfect.
Absolutely. So we seal the borders on this one first, and then we go gentle with our fingers inside.
And
one turn.
You can literally see those bubbles beginning to surface.
And you want to keep them, absolutely. Because you want the heat.
And then do we oil this first?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes, I forgot. Thank you.
And I like that you're using this tin. Tell me when.
That's it.
I like we're using this tin because I feel like this is a tin that you'll find in every South African home.
Absolutely.
Not as shiny, not as new, but yeah. So this is a perfect way of how we would actually make this pizza at home because number one, the oven, nice and hot. We got this baking tray, which is so different to how you do it at the restaurant, but I love that you're coming in today to teach us how to make this at home.
You see, it's such a comfort food at home. It's actually bring the family together, and it's cool. I mean,
it is cool. It's pizza. It's pizza.
It's super comfort.
So we're staying delicate with the dough the whole time.
Absolutely, and we open it up very gently inside the tray. It's important at home to use a very, very light tray, as light as possible, so the heat can actually go through it.
So this is not that pizza that we're going to toss up in the air and spin?
Absolutely not.
No, this is so different.
Hydration.
This is delicate, be gentle with it.
Absolutely.
Don't spin your pizza in the air.
Never.
So something very interesting. I asked you earlier, once we get to this point, do we add the tomato sauce? And you said no.
No.
At home, there's a trick.
There is a trick, actually. There is a pre-cooking trick because the oven at home is going to be 250 degrees average. And if we actually put the tomato sauce on top, it's going to soak inside the dough.
Of course.
So we're going to pre-cook it for 10 minutes at 250 degrees. Then we take it out, and then we garnish it.
I love that. And that's the result when we've done that first bake.
Absolutely.
I love it. Let's see what some of our viewers have to say on social media. Kirsten Bray says, sometimes, she says hand, sometimes folded, sometimes crust fold, especially if there's dressing, garlic-based, ranch, or Italian. I was introduced to dipping pizza when staying at a hotel where they had a manager appetizer evening. Okay, I get you. Very quickly.
Yes.
The dipping of the crust as well. I love that, because you do a very special pizza, which has a ricotta fold crust.
Yeah.
And that's amazing. Like there've been people in the past that have just put the crust to the side. But there's a new game now where you've got to like show off when it comes to your crust.
Absolutely.
And like Kirsty was saying, the crust is a must. Getting with the hands in there, dipping
The crust is a must. Depends. For instance, I eat pizza quite often, and I try not to eat the crust, even
Okay.
if I love it.
Okay.
I have a piece, and that's it. But when I actually have my one with the filled crust with ricotta, I can't resist. I need to have it.
Oh, my goodness.
But the dip, it's a good
The
idea.
dip is a thing.
It's a good idea.
So I'm going to need to change my glasses because I'm getting a lot of comments coming through this morning about people saying, knife and forks away. So let's hear.
Knife
Lynn
and
Truter
forks
says she loves eating her pizza with a knife and fork. I'm going to ask the team to get me some more glasses because I did not expect to see that coming through. A lot of people saying knife and fork with a pizza.
Yeah,
we
fine.
love it. We love it. A lot of heads saying no at the back. We love it. Anyway, as long as you can eat the pizza. Enrico, when we come back, we're going to actually get this pizza topped and finally make that delicious
Absolutely.
pizza. South Africa, don't go away. Those voice notes, keep them coming and let us know on social media as well. How do you prefer eating your pizza? Don't go anywhere.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, South Africa, to the Culinary Hotline Bling!
Ting, ting, ting.
That doesn't sound like ting, ting, ting from people that want pizza. Honestly, so all of you try harder. The Culinary Hotline Bling!
Ting, ting.
There we go, that's better. Okay, so we've made the base, we've made the sauce. It's time to top it and eat pizza.
Absolutely.
All right,
Absolutely.
so beautiful. This is the one that we baked
Yes.
in the sheet pan. Love it. We've got a tomato sauce into that. We added some olive oil, some salt. That's it.
That's
it.
it.
Hasn't been cooked. So
No.
I'm gonna let you take it away because I also do see my favorite pizza here right now. So you do your thing, Enrico. You do your thing.
Okay.
So tomato
I'll
sauce goes
finish.
on.
Tomatoes goes on easily.
Oh, that looks so good. While you're busy with that, so let me just talk you through what I'm seeing right now. So my favorite pizza at Pizza Connection is the pistachio pizza. It is so delicious. It's nutty, it's creamy, it's sweet. And then you go and add mozzarella, but you also add mortadella
And burrata.
and burrata. So what is burrata in South Africa? Burrata is this beautiful, soft cheese. And no, Enrico doesn't tear it on the pizza. He just puts the whole ball on the pizza. That's something you become famous for, right?
Well, I mean, it's one of the characteristics of Pizza Connection. We actually use a lot of burrata and we put it on as it is. So we leave it to you, the pleasure to tear it up and to...
I'm gonna ask the food team to bring a little saucer because I want to cut into one of these cheeses and I want you to see it. Let me grab the knife in the meantime. Here we go. There we go. Thank you, Lucian. I want you to see what it looks like when you slice into this beautiful cheese.
Absolutely.
Okay, so at the moment, on your tomato sauce,
mozzarella, straight in the oven.
How hot would you go now? Because
I would
again
go
at home,
still 250, maybe 220 maximum, and for another 10 minutes.
another 10 minutes. That's all we want. Because again, the base is already cooked. So you
It's
just want
already cooked.
everything kind of melt and come together. That's what you want. So let me just actually do. Oh, here we come. Here comes our
can-
pirinkies. Here we go. Lucian. Thank you. Lucian's doing this because he knows he's going to get some pizza, right? He's getting pizza. Okay, cool. So let me just show you that burrata because it is quite a sight. You got to be delicate with it. So you can feel it's not a very firm ball. There's something special
something
inside.
inside.
And when you actually cut into it, you should get that's just, you know what the funny thing is? One of the people in the background behind the camera went, you, and he's a vegan. And he's a vegan. He can't even have that. This is so beautiful. It's creamy, it's delicious. You can literally see the cream that has been used to make this cheese. That's magic. Okay, now, ooh, that's so good. Now we get to taste some pizza.
Absolutely. We can garnish this one.
I wish that I had some friends to share the pizza with, but you know, I don't know. We'll see if we can find them around a bit.
Actually, let's garnish your favorite.
The pistachio, okay.
Pistachio one.
Pistachio.
Pistachio is in Italian, pistachios in English, but anyway,
Let me-
apologize for my...
No, we like it. We learn new languages every day. Here we go, knife for you.
Absolutely, thank you.
So mortadella is really beautiful for me. It's like good quality mortadella versus
Absolutely.
gewone mortadella, worlds apart. Good quality mortadella tastes absolutely delicious, especially with
It's
this pizza.
completely different for what we actually know as polony, even if it does look like it, or it might look like it, but it's completely different.
This is not bologna, people. It's mortadella. It's very
mortadella.
special. It's very special. And this has the pistachios in the mortadella as well.
Absolutely.
Okay, so I am
we
gonna
got-
call my two friends, G and Raul, just to have a little slice of pizza. I want to bring them in. Let me actually
Please
get them.
cut the
There we go.
burrata, it's all yours.
Let me see. Okay, G and Raul, did they just not one pizza this morning? Okay. Here we go. So I'm gonna slice it as soon as you get in here. First of all, a nice thick crust again. Is this the stuffed crust?
No, this is the normal crust.
Normal
stuffed
crust. G and Raul are busy doing squats in the background, getting ready for the pizza. Okay, come inside the kitchen. Yeah!
Hi, guys.
Okay.
Is it time for fun?
Let me tell you. Okay.
It's time.
Enrico, Raul, Graham,
I've
the
been
intros.
salivating over you the entire day because
Okay.
you're making such
Please
good
stop
stuff.
flirting with the guests.
I can't help it.
Okay, we're going to eat the pizza either way, buddy. We're going to
Are
get
you
the
ready?
pizza either way.
You ready? Okay, so you're gonna go through the burrata. Get a nice slice. Look at that.
Burrata is a direct connection to heaven, yes?
Yes.
One of those things that
Very,
links
very
us.
close. Very, very close.
Okay, it's pretty much
Especially when you put it on top of those kind of dough.
Where it's still warm.
I'm pretty sure people that have near-death experiences have mentioned that being on the gates as their
Yeah.
approach heaven. I know a couple other people that might have opinions on this. We've got, thank you very much.
We got some messages.
We've got
on social.
we've got some messengers. We've got some guys in the crew as well. I know Peter is like my favorite cameraman. I want to know from you, brother, how do you like your pizza? What do you think of this one right now, and what's your favorite?
We're gonna tell you what Peter says. He's got.
Well, generally, when I eat a pizza, I take a slice and I just fold it in my hands so that like the bits don't fall off the slice. And
Clever.
Basically, get a good bite that way.
Okay.
Employing.
You got it. No,
Peter's
basically, he's
technique.
saying
So he
put the whole
basically
thing in your
puts that
mouth in one
fold like
go.
that,
Yeah.
right? Then you kind of like create a little
Yeah.
scoop. Pete.
Perfect.
Good hack. Now we just enjoy, right? Can I dig in?
Go for it. Get that cream.
Smash it.
The pistachio cream that's on there as well. Oh, G.
Thank you.
Enrico, please grab a slice. I gave you the biggest slice.
Ooh.
I know we've just met.
Thank you, guys.
Okay, Enrico, but I love you, man. I love you, man. I really do. No, I mean,
Absolutely incredible. It feels like a halo's coming over my head and I've just died, but I've got to ask because there's so many varieties when it comes to pizza. This one is now officially on the top of my list.
Yep.
I've got someone that I know is a vegan in the studio right now. I want to find out from them. Chad, one of our mates. Chaddy boy, what do you think when it comes to pizzas? What is your favorite considering the fact that you can't have meat on yours?
Well, like a veggie option, man. If the pizza place caters for vegans, then I'm a happy man. You know what I mean?
Nice, okay, I like that.
I love it.
Representing.
and we've got to say, Chad, well done on the gains, bro. Chad has been working so hard.
Oh yeah, man's looking
on
good.
developing this physique, bro. We love you, guy. Well done, buddy. So it begs the question, how do you guys at home eat your pizza? And have you got a direct to divine connection through your pizza like we have this morning?
This is magical.
Oh, it's absolutely amazing.
Enrico, this is absolutely phenomenal. It's such a
thanks so
treat
much.
having you. I'm glad that the two of you got to try this as well. This is my favorite pizza in Cape Town, hands down.
Yes, I've never had this in my life. My world has changed.
Right.
Thank you, man.
And I've actually been charged with tasting pizzas all over Cape Town to find the best pizza in Cape Town.
Oh,
Hey,
all right.
I've been everywhere, man.
Guys, I
This
know
is
we're on this
insane.
pizza like crazy at the moment, so I want to dive more into this and speak to one of the men at the helm of this place right now, Lucian Albertine. I know that he loves all kinds of pizzas, but I want to find out from him. What's your favorite, brother?
If there's pizza, my eyes see it, my stomach will get it. So I eat it.
I'm beginning to understand why this whole show is happening today. I get it now. I absolutely understand.
Oh, man.
It's impressive, right?
It is.
That's a pizza like I've never had before. The pistachio cream is magical. In South Africa, Cape Town especially, it's on your doorstep. If you haven't tried this pizza at a Pizza Connection, it's life-changing. Oh, G, are you okay? Are you with me? How many Engels?
10 Engels. Het op mijn tong op pipi.
10 Engels! Yeah!
Yo, that's nice, dude. I just gonna
No, this
dance.
is
I don't even know what to do. I'm
Dance,
just
just dance,
gonna
just
break
dance.
out in dance. I don't even know what to say. This is just, it's making me feel good. Thank you.
It is magic. Enrico, thank you so much. Again, South Africa, go and check out Pizza Connection. The pizzas are out of this world. To the team behind the camera, yes, we will be paying you in pizza today. We will be paying
So
you
you're
in
getting a
pizza.
raise, is what we're saying. You're getting a raise. We love you guys. Enrico, you're an absolute legend. This has been one of the best Culinary Hotline. Bling! Ching, ching, ching!